Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Piotr, and today in front of me I have the brand new module kit from Neutral Labs called the PIP. Thank you so much to Neutral Labs for sending this over my way so I can build it. First, a little bit about the module itself. The module consists of two morphable CV generators / complex LFOs in 8 HP that can be synced to each other in predefined ratios, unsynced or phase shifted between each other. You can choose from a large variety of preset waveforms, random waves, or record and morph your own external CV or knob movements. So today I will build the kit for you and explain the process as I move along. I am following the build guide, which is available on the Neutral Labs website, and it will also be linked in the description of this video as well as all of Neutral Labs social links. At the end, once the build is complete, I will test its functionality and make sure everything works as expected. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so firstly, I will do a little bit of an unboxing so we can together see what's inside. I haven't opened this yet. So yeah, let's see what's inside. As usual, very nice packaging. This must be the PCB, and I don't know if I've mentioned this already, but there's a lot of components in here that are SMD pre-soldered. So it's a relatively easy kit to build. So all of these are pretty much, you know, finished, and you just follow the rest over here. So I'm gonna move that aside and explore the rest of the box. Gonna be the front panel. Whoa. Very nice. Check this out. Pretty cool. Okay, we'll move that aside as well. And very nice to include some Neutral Labs stickers. Very cool. I have a massive collection of those. All right. So I'm gonna put the box aside and let's open the component. Okay, very cool. I'm gonna take everything out right now and just organize it myself and then start building everything. So that's a nice 3D printed bridge, some sort, probably. Got 2 nodes. Oh, there's some noise for putting the module into the rack bridge. Potentiometers, jack for inputs, outputs, and modulator probably. Another one here. On-off switches, probably, some sort. Socket, another one, some of these. Very cool. Alright, some nuts. We'll put to the side, and these. Find out before later on. So, yeah, this is gonna be pretty simple. This is gonna be a pretty simple build. There's a lot of components that should be very simple to kind of find around and see what is accomplished. So, first, I'm gonna grab my tool for this. Careful not to damage any components here. So first, put in a 10-pin power header, J9, and IC socket, U1. The socket has a little notch that should match the notch in the U1 outline on the PCB. Solder both on the backside. For both components, it's best to solder one pin first, correct the angle slightly if necessary, then solder the remaining pins. Now okay, so yeah, so let's do that first. So that means we need this and that first. I'll probably start with, yeah, the power, why not? So the J9, and I will solder one pin first. I'll put that to the side, so that way I can kind of make it easier myself. And then solder one pin and then do the rest.
now we have this should be the breeze for the remainder one. So let's do that. Now. Okay,
That's good. Let me make sure that yeah, it should be fine. Okay, so the power header is done. So now I'm gonna do the IC socket. So I'm gonna follow, see the notch. I'm not able to see, there's a notch over here. And there's not one here, so it should be facing up. I should match the notch in the U1 outline of the PCB. So therefore, yeah, see the outline points upwards, so the socket should go up as well. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in, tape it, and then do the same thing as we did in the power one. So now we move on to the next step, which now put in the buttons SW1 to SW4. Make sure all 4 pins per button are inserted as far as possible, and the buttons stick out perpendicular to the surface. Do not solder yet. Okay.
So we put it the other side. Let me just here, right? And the buttons are here. Cool. Let's do that. Remember, easier for me to hold the PCB. Opening them in. Okay, number 1 is in. Number 2. Okay. Number 3. Okay. Number 4.
Very nice. Yep, just like this. Okay. So we're not soldering yet, and now we're moving on to the next step. Snip off the little anti-rotation tabs near the bottom of RV1 and RV2 with a wire cutter. Put RV1, RV2, RV3 and J1 to J8 in their places as shown, and do not solder yet. Okay, so probably all these and all that, so let me do that.
Rotate themselves. So push it here. RV3, that's this one. So put it in. So make it closer so it goes in. So just okay, perfect. Just like that. And then go into these guys. It must be these guys without the rotation. No, no, no. Put this in. So like this. Back these a little bit because they're not straight. And this one. Right, and the last one. It fits. Much just a little too narrow. Now. Yep. I want it too wide. So I want these to stay ever so slightly in place so I can put the other ones in and flop them. Like this. Let me. that here so it doesn't go around. Okay, and then let's put in the jacks in the place, after which will be the LEDs. So,
I'm gonna do the jacks now.
1, 2, 3. Like we're not soldering yet, so I can put in the faceplate and make sure it fits with all the jacks and stuff like that, and then it's actually not quite breeze to solder everything, because it's secured by the faceplate. So yeah. So let me take our time to make sure everything is nice and smooth with no errors.
So that's done. Now insert the LEDs in their holes without soldering them. D1 and D4 are milky LEDs with longer legs. D2 is a clear white LED with shorter legs. Yeah, so the D3 is an orange LED. The long legs of the LEDs go on the side marked on the PCB with a plus. So we have two that are gonna be on the sides. This one is completely clear LED, and then this one is the orange one. So I'm gonna put in the first one, the D1. The longer leg is gonna go toward the plus. That's marked there. Perfect. Then we're gonna do the clear, and the plus is gonna match the plus. Cool. Then the orange one, and the orange one plus minus. Awesome. And then D4 plus minus. Okay, just like that. So now the next step, put the LED holder over the LEDs as shown. The wide cut in the holes should be facing up towards you. The holder is there to keep the LEDs in position and minimize light bleed from each LED to neighboring light ports on the front panel. Very smart. So we grab this. It seems that the top should be positioning upward, like that. Alright, cool. Add the button caps as shown. Gray on SW1 and SW4, white on SW2, and red on SW3. Press down on them firmly until they stay in place by themselves. Make sure they point up perpendicular to the PCB. We put on those switches here. So we're gonna start with the gray. To be very careful now not to remove. Okay, that's in. Then white. Okay. Then we have red. And then gray lastly. Cool. Alright. Now attach the front panel using the nuts. Lightly tighten the nuts, then each of the buttons. Solder all the previously added components on the PCB backside. For the LEDs, press down on the legs to make sure they are flush with the front panel. The LEDs should all point out 90 degrees before soldering. So the light sources will be directly under the light ports in the front panel. It's easiest if you solder one leg per LED first. Correct the angle of the LED holder if needed. Then solder the other leg and do this LED by LED. Snip off the LED legs after you're done soldering. Okay, so let's put on the front panel.
With that, right, nuts. Alright, cool. 1, 2. Cool. Then we're going to these guys. So we're not tightening right now, so make sure that's all these are in place first. Perfect. See that? That will last all these in place first. Alright, let's go.
So now I'm gonna be a little bit more precise here because I want to make sure that these are
correct, please.
For that, I'm going to take out the front panel. And I think I know a good way to do this properly. Because now we know that all of these are gonna fit exactly. And what I'm gonna do is just bend the leg of the LED just enough so that it's not gonna move in place, but it's gonna be stuck in a location that I want it to be stuck in. So that way I can solder the LEDs in place without having to put the panel in, and then just put the panel in after that. So here what we're gonna do,
This seems high enough. Then bend the leg of it at the desired location so that when I flip this over,
so that when I flip this over, these are gonna naturally fall into the creasing point, and it'll just be, and will end up being a pretty exact position that I would like them to be in. Okay. So then the red one as such, and then the clear one.
okay, and lastly, this one. So it's going to take this down so it doesn't run.
So I think I'll show you a bit closer. So all of these are bent, and then when I flip it over, they are exactly where I want them to be. So relying a little bit on gravity here to solder them in a location that they want to be at. So
So you'll get this over. Okay, that's it. Yep. Okay, so now, so before we do that,
okay, that's snipped. Now let's put the front plate back on. And then put the IC in.
that's here, right? Yeah. More easy. More easy. Over here. We're going to yes. The one is low, and the ones are lower. Right. So only one yes, and plus this is going to be this is yeah, very good. So the one that you have to read about is so like the plus and the front is so let's see that plus is something like even correct. Okay. Okay, so okay, here. Now it's I see, and very important.
You see there is a notch over here, and there will be a notch on the IC, so we have to line up with the top over here. So yeah, I'm just gonna do it manually here. Don't really need the holder, but let me take the IC out.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Yep.
Okay, see, there's a little notch over here, so we're gonna line it up like that with the top. So
Okay. Sit. Ready. Is it? Ready.
So the knobs are in. This is the final product. Like that. Very cool. Hello everybody, so I've mounted the PIP right here with its other brothers, so the entire Neutral Labs lineup. And yeah, we're gonna see if it powers on. And I'm not gonna do a lot of testing or anything like that. I don't have the right gear for that. But yeah, so hopefully it's no white smoke. All right. I think everything is working. Awesome. Well, from the hindsight, it looks there's no errors and there's no white smoke. I'm gonna be doing some more further testing, and I might make some form of a video later on with it and showing some of its functionality. But yeah, so it turns on. Awesome. Thanks so much for watching this video. Thank you again to Neutral Labs for sending over this kit so I can build it and test its possibilities. And yeah, see you on the next video. Happy New Year.